Yo, what up, guys? It's Grim, and we are back in the Sakura Angels. Last time. Get, can I get real with you guys? Okay. Level with me here. Get the family in, okay? Get the family in, round the computer or whatever you're watching on. Get the family in. I'll give you time. Okay, time's up. Wanna know what happened last time? Plot! My God! The one thing this story-driven game has been lacking this entire time is a motherfucking plot. We got it! It was amazing. It was actually quite mediocre. It was the bloodline. It was the Kenta bloodline the whole time. That's all I need to tell you. Let's get back into it. I'm sure it wasn't easy for the pair of them to teach someone like me the basics of magic. Someone who only just barely was aware of his existence at all. I'm not even sure if I've got the steps down, but after hours of practicing, they've assured me I've got it down. I won't be able to tell for sure until the real thing. That's what scares me. What if they've misjudged what I'm really capable of, or I mess up, or there's a whole range of possibilities of things messing up on the day. There are the thoughts that stay with me long after the girls return to their tent to catch whatever rest they can get before the morning. The last thoughts I have before I finally drift off to sleep is that the toughest day of my life is now lying ahead of me. Oh man. It got real, gang. It's real. Shit's gonna happen today. Oh my God. We're going to reach some sort of catharsis here, man. I slowly come to my senses. Morning has arrived. There's no time to waste. I slip out of the covers and steel myself for what's to come, feeling more awake than I ever have in previous mornings, which is surprising, seeing as I probably got at best a few hours of sleep. I guess the fear of what's to come, if I mess this up, is what's keeping me going. A better motivation than any other. I can think of a few better motivations. Whatever. Aka! Sass! I peer at the pair of determined eyes that stare back at me from the mirror. This is the most focused I've been in my life. It's funny how much has changed in these past few days. It's even more weird how I seem to accept it. As if, deep down, I knew all of this to begin with. I slip on my casual clothes and make for the dining room. Your casual clothes? I feel like we should have our battle gear ready. I mean, the girls have their battle gear. You're just rolling out in your sweatpants? That's what you're doing, Kenta? Put on a karate gi or something. I don't know. I find the two girls waiting for me as expected. See, they have their battle gear on. You're in a fucking football jersey and sweatpants. Slacker son of a bitch, Kenta. Though I'm caught a little off guard by the fact that they're both in their battle outfits. Yeah, because they're prepared. You slacker.
Good morning! Did you sleep well?
About as well as I could, knowing what's to come.
Make sure you eat well before we leave! You're gonna need the strength!
Right, of course. I start for the kitchen and prepare the most simple food I can think of. Are we finally gonna get our Pop-Tart? Tell me we're gonna get our Pop-Tart.
Sir, I think I forgot to ask this last night when we got carried away with the other stuff, but where exactly is the Dark Queen in prison?
Huh? Didn't we say? She's still just outside of town.
What?
I almost dropped the plate I'm holding.
Shit! What the heck?
Of course! Why else do you think your influence is spreading around here so easily?
That's a good point.
But to think she's been this close the whole time. No wonder things have been getting progressively more crazy around here. She must be furious to have the key to her freedom just out of her grasp like this.
To be fair, while we knew she was at least in the area, we didn't pinpoint her exact location until last night. Apparently, she's in a forest on the outskirts of town, holed up in some cave out of sight. There's a lot of history around this place, I suppose. Maybe the forest used to be part of something greater. Her old base of operations, perhaps? None of that matters! We just have to get in there, strengthen the seal, and then our lives should be much easier!
Are things really gonna just magically fix itself with dirt?
What? Whoa! she has a plan, meaning the monsters will go back to being mindless husk, and things should quiet down around here. And then we can finally go home after all this is sorted. I swear, I'm gonna never have to spend one more day in that shitty, stupid fucking school! Aw, don't act like you're so desperate to leave. I know for a fact you've been having fun spending time with Kenta. Don't be ridiculous! I hate that son of a bitch! Aw, you can't fool me. Not when your face is such adorable shit of red. Are we gonna leave or what?
Saika giggles and jabs her partner's ribs. I suppose it's good they can stay in such high spirits, despite the task that lays before us.
Indeed, we set out. I let the girls lead the way as we take the lesser traveled routes through town, so as not to draw the attention to their outfits.
Wait, what? Hold on. This is now something that concerns us. How the jumbly boobs are spilling out all over the place. It hasn't concerned us before. It's now a concern. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. They offered to fly me there, as it would be much faster. But no. Walking is fine. I'm sure things aren't that urgent. They're kind of urgent. We're talking end of the world shit. Whatever. Before long, our surroundings become less urban, the buildings shrinking into number, and the longer we travel, until finally we cross over a fence and into the wilderness. Oh my god, new background. Wow, it's so lush and pristine, it's like a Bob Ross painting. Oh my god. See, happy trees. Branches overhead shade us from the sun as we walk across the faint trail laid out across the ground. Only the faintest hints of light that filter through illuminate the way. ... I'm beginning to wonder if the girls even know the way as we pass by a tree I swear I've seen at least 3 times before. It's the happy tree! They just want to look at the happy tree over and over again. I don't blame them. Bob Ross, he was an awesome painter, man.
Maybe we should have brought a map.
Well, that just confirms it. We're hopelessly lost! Any tension that might have existed before is sucked away the moment Saika begins to scratch her head and glance around the place.
Really? We were clearly told the directions before. How can you forget them like that? Okay, you lead the way then. Fine! I forgot to! See? Nobody's perfect, even if you'd like to think you are sometimes. I don't think I'm perfect, compared to you, though!
Guys, what the heck? Is this really time?
But shit! Fine! You're right! Let's focus, Saika!
And here I thought the ceiling part of the operation would be the most difficult part. Sheesh!
Okay, the forest isn't that big, I think. If we stumble around some more, we're bound to find a cave.
Hasn't stumbling around randomly only made us go round in circles? I fear the sun might set before we ever find that darn cave now. I know it won't help, but I join the pair in surveying the land. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking for, apart from...
a cave?
Something up?
I squint at something in the distance, a cluster of boulders that had caught my attention. My eyes were practically drawn there like some kind of magnetic force at work. I've never been here before, yet, somehow, it seems familiar.
Can we check over there?
Sure! We don't have any better leads right now anyway.
Alright, let's check. Let's trek over to this place. We trek over to the oddly specific rock formation. I wonder, could this really be it?
What made you want to look over here?
Saika begins to poke around the boulders, a hand to her chin. Circling around the cluster reveals nothing too out of the ordinary, but there has to be more.
I just felt like looking over there. Fuck you off my back.
There's just a bunch of stupid rocks like your stupid head! We're wasting time! We should at least investigate them a bit more if Kenta says there's something up. He's connected to the Dark Queen, right? He's bound to know at least a few things relating to her, even if it's only a subconscious level.
She says that as she raps gently at one of the rocks with her knuckle, one eye closed to better examine it.
Oh! This one seems kind of loose.
Saika takes a grip of the rock in question, begins to pull at it with all her might, her teeth gritting in determination.
Some help would be much appreciated!
Oh yeah, I should help her. Yeah, I should probably help. It was almost amusing to see her feet wildly kicking in place with the rock refusing to budge. I take up the boulder. I take up the other side of the rock and begin to push against it with what little strength I might possess. Dot dot dot. We still don't manage to move the rock. It won't budge at all! Even with all our combined effort, I really tried. It's not good. I thought it was loose. It's not gonna move. The rock won't.
Oh, for crying out loud! We're getting nowhere like this! Step back!
Her sword appears in a flash. Hey, wait, we're still right beside it. Isn't it dangerous to just... She strikes out without any further warning, unleashing a single, precise slash that splits the rock clean in two.
Ah!
Ah! We both fell backwards as the two pieces of rock collapsed opposite ways. I feel like my hair might just be a little shorter than it was, too, after that, how close that was.
Hikari! See? Problem solved!
She falls silent, unable to argue there. I did move the rock after all. It did move the rock after all. We both hop to our feet and join Hikari in peering over the results of her destruction as the dust begins to settle. I almost forget how to breathe in all the excitement of it all. Could this really be it? Exclamation point! We all gasp at once. I knew it! I'm not sure how, but somehow I knew it. Behind where the rock lay is a tunnel that trails downward, deep into the darkness. There's no telling how far it might stretch, or if there's anything on the other end. But if someone went to such lengths to hide this tunnel from existence, then it has to lead somewhere, right?
Is this really it? Sure feels like it. You practically see all that darkness and evil flooding out of it.
That's not really something you should be saying so happily, but she is right though. There's a foreboding sense of despair as I peer deep into the hole. I just want to point out that last line could be taken very out of the context. Kenta walks into the bathroom and sees Hikari taking a poop, and there's a foreboding sense of despair as I peer deep into the hole. Moving along! Heavy tension in the air, as if the sheer presence of whatever lurks down there seeks to consume us all. Once we go down there, this will be it. We'll finally put an end to this madness, and I might finally be able to get some peace after all of this is done. Do I really have the strength to go through with this? To reseal a long-forgotten evil that tormented?
Well, time's a-wasting. In we go.
What? What's a hack? Sakura apparently doesn't have the decency to wait for me to battle out my internal struggles, and cuts things short as she plops down to her knees and begins to shuffle into the hole. Its size just about big for us to fit if we crawl.
She's right. We can't waste any more time. Come on, Kenta.
Hikari follows after Sakura, looking somewhat more hesitant towards the whole thing compared to her partner. They disappear into the darkness completely, as if consumed by the tunnel. It's scary just how little light seems to shine down there.
Quit goofing around out there if you're gonna get left behind!
Hikari's harsh tones sound up from the tunnel, making it all the more frightening. Oh God, jeez, what the heck? It's not like the world is gonna end just because I take an extra minute or two to prepare for diving into the heart of evil. Well, it might. You don't know. At least I hope it isn't. I drop to my knees and shuffle into the tunnel, my world quickly becoming dark as all traces of light begin to fade. I can just about make out the scuffling sounds of the other two crawling along ahead of me. Their presence is one thing keeping me calm during all of this. My surroundings are dark, cold, slimy to the touch. Oh my God, they're slimy. Oh God, there's gonna be more slimy tentacle beasts down here. No, no more. No, I can't do anymore. No more slimy tentacle beasts. So far, it hasn't been a very pleasant experience. You know,
Something up?
This wasn't what I had in mind when I pictured myself being a hero. God, crying a lot and crap doctor. Somehow, I thought things were gonna be a bit more dramatic. What the heck?
Sakura lets out a giggle and she soldiers on ahead.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of dramatic moments ahead. We've We've just gotta get through these less dramatic moments. And hey, this isn't so bad. At the very least, we're not having to fight through swarms of shadows to reach her. It's not like the most glorious way of going about things, but at least we get to save some strength for when it counts.
She brings up a good point. However,
But what if this monster decides to can't really do that for practically blind?
Don't say that!
Hikari shivers as she remembers the tentacle piece from the previous night. No, that's ad-libbing.
I hadn't even...
Wait, huh? I hadn't even... Oh, I think there's a T supposed to be there. Whatever.
I haven't even thought of such a thing! Oh, wow, you're right. We'd be completely defenseless. Sayaka! They would completely massacre us. Since I can't use my bone here, Hikari certainly wouldn't be able to use her sword. I wonder what kind of shadows will be able to fit through this tunnel. Oh, maybe something with tentacles, since I know they love you, Hikari. Shut up! You're just being me now!
You're such an evil bitch. Sayaka. That's not something to joke about. No! No! No, Sayaka! Bad! Bad, Sayaka! No tentacle piece! Damn it! Maybe I should have kept my thoughts to myself. Sayaka's having way too much fun with this, she is.
Or maybe, how about... Yeah! Something touched me!
Kai shrieks, almost bursting my eardrums in the process.
What was that? You gotta... What saw that?
Me? Of course not! I went back over here! What sort of god do you think I am, god?
You really want me to answer that after what you've done these past few days?
Those were axes! Come on with the hack!
What? Maybe it wasn't another one of your accidents, huh? Coming here, the girl was just completely helpless.
Come on, I'm nowhere near you! Go on with the hack! Maybe it's just your imagination, jeez!
I can just about hear Sayaka's stifle a giggle as we continue to argue.
Fine! If it wasn't you, then who was it?
Oh god.
It could have been Sayaka, she's ahead of me!
Oh god. This is gonna be another tentacle piece. No, I can't do anymore.
Maybe it was a big slimy tentacle coming to say hello!
She says it almost in a sing-song manner. So evil. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening now. I'm hoping Hikari will realize soon too. I just want to throw out there, we've had a black screen for like the past 10 minutes here or something. This is tantamount to a podcast at this point. Whatever.
It could have possibly been cute! There it is again! Okay, seriously, what's up?
Bizarre series of events continues for longer than I feel it's necessary. Till finally, I feel I have to speak up. We might be stuck in this tunnel all day.
Okay! Come on, Psycho, that's enough! You've had your fun! Jesus, we need to focus on it! Okay, what the heck?
What? Psycho! But she could possibly...
Confirming my suspicions, Psycho lets out another one of her devious laughs.
Oh, okay. I couldn't resist. She's too easy to mess with.
Hikari takes a deep breath. Brace yourselves, kids. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna kill you, Psycho! You'll have to catch me first.
I hear the pair of them shuffle ahead at an accelerated pace, Psycho's manic laughter trailing into the distance. I suppose it's good they can keep in such high spirits despite the task that lies ahead of us. I really don't appreciate them just leaving me behind like this, however. I contemplate continuing on at my own pace, sure that I'll catch up with them eventually, but I feel something slimy lap at my hand, forcing me to break into some sort of bizarre sprint crawl. I don't know if there really are things lurking around here in this tunnel, but I certainly don't want to stick around to find out. We're gonna have some visual accompaniment to this game? No? Still waiting on that, huh? Alright. I eventually managed to catch up with them, affairs seemingly to have calmed down somewhat. I'm not sure just how long we've been trekking through this tunnel now, but it feels like it's been an eternity. There wasn't even a guarantee that this would lead us to where we wanted to go. When we went in with blind faith, going off my instinct alone. So if this turns out to be a massive waste of time, it's gonna have to been my fault. And so far, we haven't found anything to suggest that we're on the right path. I feel despair beginning to settle in. What if we end up running to a dead end? Or worse, get stuck somehow? What if?
Ooh, hey! I think I see something up ahead. About time!
Saika's cheerful voice snaps me out of the dark, unnecessary thoughts. I guess I really should just trust my own instincts, and a little more sometimes. True to her word, I can begin to see the light seep into the tunnel as we inch ever closer to our goal. Just a little more, and... Oh my god, it's a crystal! What is this? Is this the crystal from all the Final Fantasy games? Is this materia? I don't know. I drag myself out. In a much larger opening, Saika and Hikari are already on their feet as they take the time to stretch.
Whew! That was quite a journey. How's everybody holding up? I'm fine! It'd be much better if someone hadn't been messing around out there! I was trying to keep the mood light.
Bop! Wrong answer! Hikari wraps her partner on the head.
Idiot!
Finally, up off to the ground, I survey my surroundings. It looks like we found our way into some kind of large chamber, and almost instantly my eyes are drawn to it. Right in the center of the room of the cave, glimmering in an unnatural light, a crystal. This says I don't even need to be told what it is. I already know. It's her, the one behind all of the madness, the supposed Dark Queen. Even just looking at the crystal is enough to make my head spin and threaten to tear open. I feel like I'm going to be sick. My mind is set aflame in a raging cry. Her cry. What? The cry of sheer, burning hatred. There are no words to pick up on, just an incoherent garble of screaming and curses. This is it. We finally reached her. I can stop this once and for all. After this is over, I can go back to living my carefree life. She's the last obstacle I can. I can do this! I murmur to myself and tighten my fist in an effort to still the trembling. It's funny how crazy things have turned out in these past few days. To think those headaches would have all led to this. All those weird dreams. I never dedicated myself to anything before. I've never been one to put in anything more than the minimum amount of effort required of me in life. Yet, here I am, risking my life and possibly the entire world for something I'm not even entirely sure I can pull off. I don't know what's gotten into me recently. Those girls really are a bad influence on me, making me do such crazy things. I heave in unsteady breath. I can just about keep myself standing in the face of pure evil. It's okay. I can do this. I just need to keep telling myself that. I can do this. I can do this. You can't do this. Do it, Kenta! Crap. Wait, what? The doubts are beginning to set in. How can I do this? I'm not a mage. You got the bloodline, bro. You got the magical bloodline. That's all you need, I think. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I remembered what they had told me correctly. Someone sets their hand on my shoulder, rousing me from my thoughts.
Kenta, it's Sayaka.
Her face is brimming with the usual optimism I've come to expect from her, even in the face of evil.
Don't worry, we can do this together.
A second hand lands on my free shoulder, more awkwardly than the previous.
Yeah! What she said!
It's Hikari, of course. Even behind the tinge of red that paints her face, I can see her limitless determination shine through.
You've got nothing to fear with us at your side!
Yeah, okay. I nod, the words calming me. You're right! We've come this far. It's just a little more way, and then it's all over. Thanks, guys, for everything. I would have been standing here today if it weren't for you two. I owe you both. Big time!
Well, I think we can discuss this at an appropriate... we can discuss an appropriate award once this is all over. A reward?
Hikari falls silent at the prospect. Suspiciously so.
Gosh, Hikari, what sort of reward did you have in mind? Your face is going all sorts of interesting colors. Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Kenta's things are all we need! We're just doing our job after all! Smooth.
She jabs Hikari's side with a teasing look. You're gonna get bopped again, Sayaka. It's probably better I don't ask. She wants the dills, bro. Deliver it up, like your dad said.
Right then, let's get to it.
Got it. I think I remember everything from the reselling.
You'll be fine, but if on the off chance you goof things up, we'll help you through it, okay?
That makes me feel a bit better. But I have to make sure I get it right on the first try. Oh my god, man. One try, huh? Oh man, I noticed the music stopped. I think something may happen. I'm going to drink some water before that happens. Alright, let's do this. I can't be a burden. Not now! We carefully make our way to the center of the cave, where the worst nightmares lie. The cave seems empty. I think it's too good to be true. However, there's no way it could be this easy. Step after step, we edge closer. Saika and Hikari keep to my side, weapons at the ready. Who knows what could be lurking behind the rocks in this place? We've pretty much stumbled right into their lair. I'm surprised these shadow things aren't completely swarming us. You are really more stupid than I thought. A familiar voice floats in. Aw, shit it, that one bitch. Why wouldn't she be here? Of course. Yuseki! Oh my god! In a flurry of feathers, black as the night, she appears beside the crystal, beside her mistress. She clutches her scythe in an overwhelmingly hostile stance and gives us a violent scowl. It seems even she realizes the severity of the situation. To so willingly offer yourself up after I spent all those nights hunting you down. You really do have a death wish, but that's fine. I'll give you a quick and painless end.
You're out, talk! Don't think I can't see how scared you are! You know that this is the end of the line for you! I don't know what you sought to gain from all this, whatever mad fantasy you might have had in mind, we're coming to an end! Now!
Suki grits her teeth, a bead of sweat creeping down across her brow. So, she really is scared. Shut up! You don't know anything. I need this.
Yuseki, things don't have to be swag, Bob. You know, you won't believe, but I really don't understand what you're going through, Bob. It's pain you feel, baby.
I said shut up. The entire cavern quakes under her rage. Debris rains from above. This is getting dangerous. I don't need your help or your sympathy. I'm fixing things on my own. Everything will be fine once I crack open like a fire hydrant and let your blood work its magic. My face grows pale as the maddening laugh escapes her lips. How can she say something so twisted? Yeah, she's gonna crack you open like a hydrant and spill your blood, son. I really did try, but maybe her sanity is too far gone. I can't give up so easily. One more try. Maybe I'll get through to her.
I know you're not a bad person, Yuseki, but you're just lonely, right?
I'm not lonely. At least I'll never be lonely again once this is over.
Kenta, I understand you want to help her, but, well, just look at her.
Saika looks solemnly towards the Dark Angel. She's right. I give Yuzuki a proper look over for the first time since we arrived here. Her face is crooked, her expression unhinged. Every once in a while, her head just gives off a twitch. She clenches her scythe tightly. Man, she straight up nutters. She seems even worse than she did before. Maybe the darkness has fully eaten away at her. Does the old Yuzuki even exist? I have to admit it. We can't save her. I let out a heavy sigh.
Okay, you guys do what you have to do.
Saika and Hikari nod. They understand that this is going to be a fight with consequences. There's no running away. Each side has too much at stake now. I feel like perhaps you're underestimating me. It's true. I had to shamefully turn tail at our last encounter, but... Yuzuki grunts, and a dark aura begins to set in around her. This is new. We're fighting on my home turf. I have direct connection to her here. I can feel her within me. I can't lose now. Not with her by my side. She lets out another crazed laugh as the cavern gives a violent rumble. I don't think this is all talk. Saika and Hikari might have their work cut out here. Now then, die!
Oh shit, they're fighting! Oh my god!
Zuki closes the distance between us in the blink of an eye and heaves her scythe up high. I can't tell if she's aiming for me specifically or hoping to catch us all in a single crushing blow.
Wow, look out!
Saika tugs at my arm and pulls me away, with Hikari jumping into the opposite side. The ground where I was standing just moments ago shatters. Only a crater, and a smoldering of dark magic remaining in the wake of her scythe. Unreal! If Saika hadn't reacted in time, I shudder to think. Yuzuki sets her sights on me again, lifting the deadly scythe up for another attack. I wonder if the other girls are even registering in her crazed eyes right now. I must be the top priority. If she gets me, she wins. Holy shit, animation! She attempts to kick off the ground, but Hikari bursts from the side and catches her off guard, locking blades with her.
Oh, no you don't! If you want him, you're gonna have to go through me first!
That can be arranged. The pair grit teeth as they push against one another, the magic crackling around them in a fierce storm. Yuzuki must be the stronger than ever now, yet Hikari seems to be able to stand her ground, her feet sinking slightly into the ground as the pressure pushes her back. She must be pushing well past her limits to even be able to stand a chance against this monster. I can already see the strain it must be putting on her body as its sweat takes over her face.
Go! I'll hold her! Off! You guys! At this!
She hisses through her gritted teeth, her feet beginning to slip.
Hikari! You can't possibly... I said go!
No, Hikari, you can't sacrifice yourself now!
Her voice booms, and the magic around her violently crackles. I've never seen her like this before.
Or do you want this all to be for nothing? I can keep her in bed for a little while longer, no problem!
I give her a worried look, but Saika tugs at my arm once more and urges me towards the crystal.
Come on! She's right! She's tougher than she lets on. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Even Saika doesn't sound so sure of that herself. I just have to trust in Hikari and in this before she slips up. I nod and we hurry ever closer to the center of the chaos. I can still hear the clash of magic behind me, along with pain cries. I can't look back now, though. She'll be fine. We're almost there. Just a few more steps closer and...
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Saika preps her bow and shoots a sharp look towards the rocks scattered around her in the distance.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's the dog beast! They're begin! Harsh guttural growls fill the air. Several of those demonic, almost dog-looking shadows I've encountered before make their presence known. And several more. They circle us and block off the crystal completely. Great.
Okay. This is not a problem.
We end up back to back, and we face off. Against the ever-enclosing circle of shadows. Their fangs are bared. There's nothing but hate for us in those burning eyes of theirs. I should have known those things weren't going to let this be easy. Of course, she wasn't going to just rely on Yuzuki to defend her.
Any odd ideas?
I was gonna ask you that.
I think we know we're done for when we have to rely on me for ideas. Yep.
Please stop it, you're joking!
The monsters close in. They're acting like an intelligent pack of sorts, ensuring that there's no escape for their prey.
Oh, I've got it! Why didn't I think of that sooner?
There's a glimmering light as Saika's boat fades out of view, and I feel something begin to form on her back. Ah, the wings, of course! We just fly out of this, oh my god! As much as I hate flying, I'm willing to make the inception this one time.
Hold on tight, Kenta!
I take a solid grip of both Saika's hands. She kicks off the ground right as the shadows around us decide to make their move. It's a close call. I just about feel the snarling heat from one of their savage beast growls as we lift into what little vertical space we have in the cave.
That was easy enough. Next stop, the Dark Queen.
We sail through the air, our goal in sight. Okay, I think we might actually make it this time.
Ah!
Saika lets out a pained gasp. Our momentum grinds to a halt. Her grip loosens considerably on one of my hands.
Saika!
Ah, this is no good. One of them must have nicked me on the side before we could get away.
She forces out an awkward laugh as we begin to wobble in the air, her grip on my other hand also slipping.
I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to keep us up here.
Throw a glance down to see what snapping pack of savage monsters almost right at our heels. Things are looking bleak. Psyche debates something as we sink ever lower into our demise. No! We're so close!
Well, I trust you'll be able to set everything right, Kenta. I won't be there to help you like I said I would. But I believe in you!
Voice is pained, weak. That little nick must have hurt more than she's letting on.
Psych! What are you saying?
You can do it! I know you can!
What?
A burst of energy detonates at my back, almost like a gust of wind. It splits me from Psyche's hold and sends me hurtling towards the crystal where she lies. Psyche must have known she wouldn't be able to carry me here, so she boosted me across with magic? But then what happened to her? Psyche! No! Ugh! I land with a gentle thud at the foot of the crystal. It seems her magic was even set to cushion my fall. Psyche! Throw a glance over my shoulder. She isn't in the air anymore, and right below her was... No! I refuse to believe it. She'll be fine. I just need to end this now. I turn back to face the crystal with more determination than ever. They're both out there risking their lives for me. I can't let them down. I stare at the crystal and try my best to ignore the headache that thumps like a jackhammer. Naturally, it's the most intense it's ever been, but I can't let the pain get to me. This is nothing. I can just about make out a human-like form embedded within the crystal. Almost, I can't make out any discerning features. This is all your fault! Because of you! Psyche and Hikaria hurt! This is unforgivable! I hold up my right hand and pull back my sleeve. Drawn on the back of my hand is a supposedly mystic symbol, something that Psyche and Hikaria had scribbled on the night previous. Wait, didn't you shower that off? Never mind. They said it should help in drawing out any power that might lie dormant in me if I'm inexperienced enough to not be able to be in full control of it myself. So it's sort of like a siphon that can bring up magic with ease. I give the hand a flex, and the symbol glows. Okay, so far so good. Now I just have to steady my nerves. I'm not sure what's going to happen when I do this, but I have to be prepared. And we will be prepared next time! Oh, epic cliffhanger! Haha, gotcha! See you next time. Later!